Welcome back to Awake and Bake, where we get high vibes and talk about the universe. I'm your host, Danny. Today's episode is another smoke with me, obviously. I have finally a little updated pen. I'm smoking Kush Mountains from High 90s. It's a hybrid. So, whatever you got, let's take a hit together. Also, make sure that you have something to drink. I will not be responsible for you hookers being dehydrated. So, I have my handy dandy blue water bottle. All right, you guys, let's get the fuck into it. Full transparency. I've already talked about this in multiple videos about how, I just needed a sign that everything was going to be okay. I needed to pick me up. I've been feeling pessimistic, down in the dumps, not hopeful about, life moving forward. That's the honest truth. And I kept being like, oh, I'm going to go visit my friends in LA. I'm going to go visit my friends in New York. I'm going to go do this. I'm going to go do that. I'm going to try shrooms. Update. My doctor said that I can't mix shrooms with my current medication, and I'm not going to get off my current medication. So I was feeling hopeless. You want to know what I did? I pulled tarot, and I'm going to go over that with you. I already, full transparency, I pulled the cards last night, but I'm going to go over them with you. And this is honestly, when I was reading it, it felt like it was a reading for everybody. Like it needed to be shared. So I was like, I have just the place to share it. And the funny thing is, it was like I was trying to figure out what the theme was, right? Like the through line, I suppose, from the cards that I pulled. I knew they all had like an underlying message, but I just couldn't quite put the words to it. I don't know why. It's just like word block, I thought. Then I had a very small, very tiny, very delicate, very demure, very mindful little mental breakdown moment on the internet, on my Instagram stories yesterday. And one of my mentors reached out to me, one of my mentors from high school, who was like, she's my idol. Like, I look up to her so much. Love you, girl. You know who you are. But she hit me up and she was like, everything's going to be okay because it has to be, because we're not going to stop progressing and pushing forward and doing our best and trying because we can't stop. We must keep going. And because of that, we will prevail, essentially. That is the underlying message that I want you to have in mind when I go over this reading with you. Okay? Let's take a fucking hit. Because why am I stressed out right now? Why am I fucking stressed? Okay, so I'm going to show you guys like two pairs of cards. Because honestly, during this reading, it was like I pulled two cards that really went together and then another set of two cards that really went together. So that's what I'm gonna do. Also, you will notice each pair of cards color coordinates. I'm like, universe, you are too good, bitch. Full transparency, my husband packed a fat fucking bowl for me right before I started. One of his little death bowls that just absolutely kill me. He can't smoke because of his job, but he likes to pack them for me, and he's like a science guy, so he gets real, he really knocks me out. So we're starting off with the Star and Ace of Emotions. Honestly, you guys, I see this as a perfect duo. The Star talks about like dreams arriving and it's just divine timing. You have this renewed hope. It's a reward, basically. It's very positive. You're seeing the beauty of your situation. Having that right next to Ace of Emotions, which talks about healing and unblocking creative energy or emotional intelligence and releasing so that you can connect with those repressed feelings. To me, this makes perfect sense because this card, right? When we talk about healing and unblocking certain energies and releasing them so that you can work through the repressed feelings and connect with yourself, to me, this just makes sense because you know how they say the only way out is through? Isn't that what they say? Or the only way, to get there is through. You can't go around, you got to go through. You have to feel your feelings. You have to release these emotions, and that will unlock this creativity. While you unlock that, that's what's going to get you these opportunities, these rewards. But also, I think that's going to work hand in hand because you're going to start seeing your situation differently, and that's going to help you because of this reward or whatever it is that's in your life. That's going to help you start to really release things and think about them differently. These two are just working together. Do you understand what I'm saying? Whatever this means to you, don't let me overthink it. Intermission, take a hit. Okay, so then we have the Chariot right next to the Fool. I love this because the Fool talks about trusting the universe and just not knowing what's coming next, but being optimistic about it and just really leaning into the universe and having full trust in it. And the Chariot talks about having confidence in yourself and knowing where you want to go, believing in yourself, having the willpower to do what you want to do. These two working together, you are going to be unfucking stoppable. Think of it like this. Yeah, you may not know what's coming next, but you know what you do know? You understand who the fuck you are. You believe in yourself. You know what you stand for. So whatever happens, whatever comes next, you trust that you will be fine because your morals are together. You came correct. And so that's what I pulled last night and I loved it, but I was like, I'm just not understanding what the overall message is, I guess. Then today I woke up to those messages from my mentor just talking about how we must keep going. Things will get better because they have to, because we're going to keep going because we have to. What I'm basically hearing is that it is a time to have faith in yourself and trusting that the universe will take care of things while also standing on business, standing your ground, knowing who the fuck you are and moving accordingly. Let's take a hit, please. Oh my God, I'm stressed. I need to let this go. What? Just the anxiety that I've had for the past few days. I don't know why. And I don't know, the holidays are a hard time in general for a lot of people, myself included. So I just feel like if you're just down and you needed some hope that everything is going to be fucking okay, but you don't know how, you're like, how though? I don't see a possible way that it could be. That's fine, baby. I don't see it yet either, but I just trust that it will happen. And I'm definitely like, oh my God, it's a sign, ass bitch. So between the tarot and the message I got this morning, yeah, I just feel like everything will be fine. We just have to keep our head up and protect your peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your grandma, and as always, stay high.